Hi, I'm Dr. Emma from Simple Physical Literacy. If you're new to retained primitive reflexes, please check out the Retained Primitive Reflexes video for some more background information. Today we're going to be talking about the Stnr, or the crawling reflex. An immature Stnr has an impact on rhythmic coordinated movements, on eye focus and on posture when sitting for reading and writing. So it can have a real impact in the classroom. If we look at the way a child learns to crawl, it will give us a better indication of what the Stnr does. It links the neck and the head with the arms and the legs. So a baby is learning and they're on all fours and they start to rock backwards and forwards like this. When the head is in extension, the arms are straight and the knees are bent. But when the head goes into flexion, the arms bend and the legs straighten, the head ends up on the floor. Children with an immature Stnr have that typical W sitting position, where the knees are at an angle. They can't move themselves out of this range of movement. If a child is W sitting, we encourage them to sit side saddle or sit up on their knees. We have a look at other ways that a child with a retained Stnr might sit. You might be able to spot your child or some children that you teach in the classroom. When sitting in a chair, they find it hard to get comfortable. They're the fidgeters. They're often very slouchy in their chairs and they're being told, sit up straight, improve your posture. If we have a look at what happens to them, when they look up, their arms are straight and their copybook is out far, their knees are bent. But when they want to bend their arms to bring the copy in to where their line of vision is, the legs want to go out straight. This can have a real impact as they are bouncing their legs up and down, knocking against their neighbours in front of them, annoying all the classroom, distracting the teacher, and most of all, distracting themselves. They then often wrap their legs around the legs of the chair to try and keep the legs still and stop them from bouncing out. They also sometimes adopt a standing position, so they may write while they're standing up because they can bend their arms while their legs remain straight and the head is down. They are the ones who are constantly squirming. They are finding it really hard to find comfort within this chair. And if you can't be comfortable, how on earth are you going to pay attention? There are some more impacts that are there for a child with a retained Stnr. Learning difficulties are high. In some studies, when looked at children with learning difficulties, up to 75% of them had a retained Stnr. Finding it hard to sit still, finding it hard to copy from the board with this head up and down movement. They can be very slow at copying because their vision isn't trained to look at the hand-eye distance. They also find it hard often to keep friends, make friends. Their social cues are poor. And if they think they're giving their friend a little shove, they may end up pushing the friend so hard that they end up sprawled across the desk. They might be asked to join in games because they're appeared as lazy, clumsy, not motivated, not coordinated. So it can be hard for them with friends. If there's not as many brain connections or neuron connections as would be expected for a child of that age, the level of neurotransmitter from the neurons, which is brain chemicals in the brain, is low. And one of these is dopamine. And we know that dopamine is there for motivation, for movement, for mood, happiness. And when these levels are low, it can have a real impact on a child. Their self-esteem is low, the feeling of I can't do it is there, they get frustrated, they avoid activities that they feel that they can't do, and they may express themselves with aggression. These children can be quite inflexible too, because once they've found a way that works for them, they think, well, I can do it this way. It's very hard to shift them into trying a different way. So teachers might find them inflexible in the classroom and not wanting to try new things, and they may be like this at home too. But the good news is we are here to help. At Simple Physical Literacy, there's a home program and a schools program, and it really helps to integrate the Stnr. Have a look on the website, simplephysicalliteracy.com. Connect with us on the website or on Twitter, Facebook, or on YouTube by subscribing by clicking the button below, and we can help you. And in the meantime, keep moving and keep well.